Good morning. Namaste. Hello, my name's Leanne Peters. I'm from templeofbalance.com.au, Temple of Balance on Facebook, and Temple of Balance on YouTube. Welcome to my video streaming today. I'm coming to you live from Tasmania, Australia. It's Tuesday morning here. It's 8:20 a.m. on the dot on Tuesday the 15th of May. And I am here to share some guidance for Tuesday and Wednesday. So I will be doing that by using my Speed of Light Oracle cards. Good morning, Herbert and Vass and Leah's here. I'll be using my Speed of Light Oracle cards today, and I'm looking for the best card for Tuesday the 15th of May, and then the best card for Wednesday the 16th of May, and then the best card for the theme for Tuesday and Wednesday. I'm not doing personal requests for guidance here today. This is general guidance for everyone. So I trust that you've been led here for a reason, and something shared will be helpful and supportive for you. So extra special welcome to my Temple of Balance patrons, my Pillar of Light family, and all of those of you who do support my work through my website. Thank you so much for your support. You help me be able to do my work full time, and I'm very, very grateful, so thank you. Yes, I was playing the singing bell to start. If you joined in at the very beginning, or if you're watching the replay, you would have seen that. I'm going to play it again at some point during this streaming, so we will be doing some bell time. So I trust that you're feeling good and things are flowing well for you. Good morning, Lizzie. Hi, Jeannie Marie and Anit. And Joanna's here. Good morning to you. So I'm looking now for the best card for Tuesday, the 15th of May. If it's not Tuesday for you yet, you can think of this as guidance in advance. So Tuesday, the 15th of May, I trust 100% that the best card will find its way to the top and will be the most helpful for the majority of us at this time. So just take on board what feels right and let the rest go. So nice deep breath. And we'll go with this card for Tuesday the 15th of May. Hi, Lynn. Here we've got card 35, Comfort. Oh, not Comfort, actually. It's called Support. That was random. Well, the key words is comfort, but it's not called comfort. So support is the card, card 35. And the key words say comfort, loved ones, and reassurance. I'm not sure how dark this is. The sun's beaming, of course, across here and out through the window, but I think it's getting a bit brighter there. So this is support. I was going to say comfort again. It seems like Tuesday might be a day where we might feel that we need some comfort, some support, some people around of like mind who understand us. Perhaps even just being there for ourselves may be important on Tuesday. This card also talks about our loved ones in spirit coming in close. Yeah, it went dark. Coming in close behind us or around us, that's a better word. Coming in close around us, especially on Tuesday, reminding us that we're not alone and that they, even though these people that we've loved before that aren't here physically at this time, they are very much alive and are very much around us, especially on Tuesday. So feel the comfort and the love and the support coming in around you, like your loved ones are giving you a hug from behind and letting you know that you are loved and that you are safe and that everything's going to be okay. This is a comforting card, but for a comforting card and a supportive card to come up tells me that we may be feeling a bit unsupported, a bit uncomfortable, perhaps a little bit lost or uncertain or unsure. So let's stay in our heart as best as we can and feel the love and the support that's coming in around us, both from the unseen world and from the seen world or the physical world, people around us. Things that work out, let's notice those things that feel good, that comfort us. So that's the guidance for Tuesday. Support, comfort especially, it seems. How can you make yourself more comfortable on Tuesday? That may be something that we might be inspired to keep in mind. Are we feeling a little bit awkward, a bit uncomfortable? So what can we do, what can we say to help bring more of a sense of comfort that we might feel? So that might be something that comes up for some of us. So that's Tuesday. I feel like this is a great time to use the singing bell. The energy feels a bit heavy, so let's play the singing bell. This is my Tibetan singing bell, and I've taken the ringer out and I'm playing it this way. And I'm going to play this to support you, to help bring about a space of comfort and support for you. And I can be giving you all the support and the comfort that I feel right now, all the love that I feel in my heart, I could be sending to you. But if you're blocking it, if you've got walls up, then you're not going to feel what's been offered. So I recommend that you just now take a couple of really big deep breaths and think about letting your walls down, letting the blocks down that are stopping you from feeling comfortable or stopping you from feeling the support that is available to you. That maybe there's more support and more love and more abundance, more comfort that's around you than you realize. If you're in a mindset or a physical space of blocking it, you're not going to feel it. So take some deep breaths and let your hold go. Stop making excuses and having reasons that may be valid, but are they really valid? That may be stopping you and shielding you from such good stuff that wants to come into your life. So I'm going to play the bell for comfort and support and love. If there's something more pressing that you need, perhaps healing or strength or peace, something that's important for you right now, please take some deep breaths and soak it up with the sound of the bell. Allow the bell to touch you, the sound of it to touch you in places in your body, especially your heart. Let yourself feel the love and support and the comfort that's coming in for you. If you don't feel it, if you feel resistant, just keep letting the walls down. So nice deep breath. There's nothing you can do wrong. At the very least, just listen. And if you want to take it deeper, then explore the feelings that come up. So you are loved and supported. If you don't believe it, if that doesn't feel true for you, if you find it hard to believe that you're loved and supported, then you probably got walls up. So how can you soften that and come to a point? There's energy shifting in my throat as I talk. So that feels to be like there's truth in what I'm saying. Not that there's not anyway, but I feel that there's something extra strong and potent in this information. That how can you soften those walls so that you can feel the truth in the statement, in the affirmation that I am loved and supported? How can you move to a point where you actually believe it to be true? And if you don't believe it, don't pretend to. You're better off to be honest about, hey, I've got resistance with that. Hey, I don't really feel that and I didn't realise. If that's sort of what you're feeling with that sort of statement or affirmation, then be honest about it. And then take some steps to soften whatever it is that's creating that barrier so that you can feel it, because it is there. You are loved and supported beyond measure and beyond doubt. So whether you believe it or not, that's your walls, whether you're creating a block there or not. So explore it. It is safe for you to explore your blocks and barriers. So thanks for connecting. I haven't finished yet. I am now looking for the best card for Wednesday, the 16th of May. So Wednesday the 16th. Okay, let's see what comes up. There's a shift in energy here. So, which usually happens when I play an instrument partway through the stream, but I trust in perfect timing, so thank you. Okay, Wednesday the 16th of May. Let's go for this card here. I was just thinking the other day, this card hasn't come up for a while. And here it is, Crystal Beach. It's a featured card, so it's got more instructions here. Further instructions we are going to follow. It says split the deck and take the top card. So I'm going to split the deck and take this card here, which is another featured card, naturally. So this has further instructions, which say to breathe deeply and choose a random card. So I'm going to put this previously top part of the deck back on top. We're going to fan the deck. And I'm just going to go to the card that I'm drawn to, which is here. And look at that. Okay, let's look at these guys together. These have all come up for a reason. For Wednesday. So we've got 3 cards come up for Wednesday. What I'm going to do and how I'm going to deal with this is I'm going to look at each card separately, and then I'm going to look at their relationship together. So let's start with the first card that was pulled, which is Crystal Beach, card 11. And it says decision, vision, pondering, clarity, and decide. Yeah, decide. What does that feel like a weird word? Do you sometimes write something or say a word that you've been saying a lot of your life, since you could probably read or write pretty much, and you just look at this word and it just looks foreign, or you just say this word and it feels weird? Decide feels really like a weird word to me right now as I say it, which is really not important, but I'm just saying. So decision, vision, pondering, clarity, and decide. This talks about Wednesday being an important day to make a decision and get clear about something that we may have been uncertain about, at least for a little while, if not on the day. But maybe for some days or some weeks we've been a bit uncertain. What are we going to do next? How are we going to proceed? Which way do we want to go? Which direction do we want to take? So Wednesday is very favourable for pondering uncertainties, decisions, or things that we're just kind of feeling on to feel for clarity or feel for a solution. We might be drawn to ponder around or near a body of water. So a beach, a lake, a river, a stream, in the bathtub, in the shower, even in a meditation where we imagine ourselves perhaps on an island or in a body of water. But a body of water, or that water element, is very supportive right now. And in fact, on that note, it is a very powerful element to work with at the moment, since really the end of last week. So around Friday, Saturday, some of us may have really felt strongly pulled to being near or by or in water. So lots of baths, perhaps being somewhere near water where we can just kind of soak it up and feel the energy of the water. Maybe like on Sunday we went to this beautiful waterfall, and because we've had a lot of rain and there's been floods and things around, very safe here, But the waterfall was very active. In fact, the biggest I've ever seen it in my years going there. And you could stand on this little bridge, this viewing sort of platform, and feel the mist over your face and body. So we're really being drawn to, maybe without even thinking about it, to the water element. We're also drinking maybe a little bit more water than usual. So there's something about the water element, and lots of rain around was the other thing I meant to say. So water is strong right now, perhaps to balance the energy out, maybe to pull us or inspire us to drop into our watery realms within us, our emotional, sexual, creative energies. So that water element is very strong right now, which, you know, feeling that and knowing that over these last few days, I'm not really surprised that this card's come up. So Wednesday, a great day to be near some water or really soak up that water element, but also ponder and get clear about what you need to do next. If you're not sure or you don't get clarity, then don't make the decision. There feels to be that clarity's coming. Clarity's coming to you. So now you just need to feel your way to meet clarity, and it will come. So you don't need to force it. If you're trying to force yourself to make a decision, or if you're under the pump or under pressure to make a decision, you might kind of miss the clarity because you might be going the other way around it. So it will come as you just sit and ponder and just feel your way through. So you can trust that. The second card that came up for Wednesday is Sensuality, card 46. And the key words say love, breath, relationship, and passion. This talks about a really strong connection, and I feel between two people, a really strong love connection, a love bond that cannot be broken. There's a feeling of tenderness, there's a feeling of intimacy, of connection here between us and another person. But of course, this arises from our own connection with ourselves. So if we're not feeling tender and loving and connected with ourselves, we're not going to really feel it very deeply in our relationships with others, our deep relationships, or our primary relationship, if you like. So to feel that new depth of love coming into our relationships, our special ones, we need to feel that love and that depth within ourselves. So let's breathe love back into ourselves and love back into our life and love back into our relationships, especially if we've been feeling deflated or a bit lacking or a bit low in the space of love lately. How can we I feel like saying reinvent, reinvigorate, inflate ourselves again with love and bring it back into our heart and back into our life. So love, relationships are important. And then, of course, we've got this card that's come up again. It came up for Tuesday and it hasn't come up for a while, so it's come up twice, card 35, support. And this talks about, well, the key words say comfort, loved ones, reassurance. So there's a lot of support that's coming in around for us really strongly, especially on Tuesday and Wednesday. But we're being guided to notice it. Support's always there, but when this card comes up, it sort of implies to me that we might not be feeling it. We might have it all around us, but like I said when I was playing the bell, we might have walls up to actually feeling, breaking down those barriers and letting love and support in. It could be there as strong as anything. If we've got walls up, we're not going to notice. It's crazy. It's a bit like abundance to me. If we're caught up and blocked up, feeling that or thinking that we're always in lack and we never have enough money and things never work out for us, and we have this kind of attitude, we're creating walls up which are actually stopping the abundance from coming into our space. Because we're believing that we're living in lack. We're believing that we don't have enough money or that we don't have what we need or things aren't working out for us. So up go the walls and then the abundance just flows right on by. So abundance, love, support, all of these things are always around us. But whether we notice them or not will be how open or closed we are to receiving or noticing. So really important things to look at. over these next few days is the walls that we might have up and the thoughts that we may be thinking that might be creating a barrier or a blockage. We might be pushing someone away without realizing it. So let's notice that so we can let the walls down and open up just that little bit more. We are loved. We are supported. There is no doubt about it. If you don't feel it, you have walls up. Something's blocking you. So it's up to you to break those down. So let's look at these 3 cards together. Okay, some of us may be drawn to these separately, what I was talking about. It's a bit cack-handed for me, isn't it? You might be drawn to these separately and that's fine, but let's just look at these together because this may also resonate for someone out there. That someone, you perhaps, may be in a point on Wednesday where you need to make a decision about a relationship and whether that relationship brings you comfort and support or whether it doesn't. And being really honest about that and then making some changes or taking some steps to either breathe love back into that relationship or look at ways or what you need to do to make some changes to support and nurture yourself. So it might be decision time around a relationship on Wednesday for some of us out there. So if that resonates with you, you will know because it will make sense to you. It will seem like I'm talking directly to you, won't it? Even though I don't have any idea what's going on in your life. Thank you for your birthday wishes. It was my rebirth day yesterday and I had a surprising day that wasn't really as I planned. And it was intensely emotional, which is not a bad thing because it was my rebirthing. Rebirthings are not comfortable, but they don't have to be uncomfortable, but they're not typically comfortable because we're shedding, when we rebirth or when we're going through a transformation time, a change time within ourselves, it brings stuff up about ourselves and our life that may be difficult to face. So we need to shed a lot of that old stuff, break down those barriers and those walls so that we can allow our life and ourselves to transform into positive that positive new being that we want to be. So it was quite an emotional morning. I don't think I stopped crying more than 5 minutes up until about midday, but that's okay. It was a huge emotionally releasing day. And then spent a beautiful afternoon in my sacred place, and we saw 3 wild doe, as in the female deer, which was beautiful. It was just really nice. So, yeah, it was a great day. Thank you for all of your wishes. So now I'm looking for the best card for the theme for Tuesday actually, and Wednesday. Tuesday and Wednesday. The theme card will help us bring these days together and help us see the bigger picture. Although we can already see a theme of comfort and support, a theme of noticing if we're closed off, and allowing ourselves to open up, to let those walls and barriers down. Why do we have them up anyway? Are they serving our highest truth? Do they work for us now? Perhaps in the past we had to put them up to protect ourselves from being hurt. I don't know that we need to now. Do we need to have those walls up to protect ourselves? Perhaps we're in a different situation. Things might not be the same now. So let's stop holding ourselves back. The theme card for Tuesday and Wednesday is here. We have another featured card. This is the Shaman. And there's further instructions here which say fan out the deck and choose 1 card. So fanning, going straight for this one without thinking. And we've got integration. This is great actually. These are fabulous cards and really on point with the current energy. So we have these 2 cards for the theme. Again, I'm going to look at these separately. We're going to look at their relationship together. Okay. Sorry, I just got a message. Okay, the Shaman card 17 says solitude. The key words are solitude, grounding, mending, privacy, and reassess. This talks about feeling a little bit withdrawn, a little bit like we need to honour and be in a private space over Tuesday and Wednesday. We might not be feeling particularly sociable. We might just want to be in our own space. Drum, if we have a drum. We'll probably be doing some drumming today. And I kind of feel this quiet time that we may really want to soak up over Tuesday and Wednesday. It may not be all day, both days, that we're able to be private. I mean, if we are and we're inspired to, then, you know, that's right for you. But some of us may find that we have an hour or so where we just want to be by ourselves. We just want to contemplate. We want to assess where we are, reflect on our journey to now and how we feel now and where we actually want to be going. So much has changed, and this is something that I do all the time when it's around my birthdays. I always reflect on my year to date, how I feel now, and where I feel like I want to be heading now. Am I going in the direction that feels right still to my heart? Or do I need to make some adjustments? I feel it's good just to check in and reassess from time to time, and we may be inspired to do that quite privately over or at some point over Tuesday and Wednesday. Perhaps we'll be inspired to step back so that we can mend and heal and let go, or just even contemplate recent stuff that we've been going through. This has been a big, potent time. So times of reflection and, what's the word I'm looking for? Contemplating, not really the right word, but, you know, just feeling upon what we've been through and how far we've come. This other card that came with it's 19, integration. And the key words say settling, grounding, nature, and calm. This talks about nature being really important over Tuesday and Wednesday. And we may feel a pull to step into nature. Maybe that's our private time that we're going to take, where we just kind of go bush, as we would say in in Australia. We might go bush. We might be inspired to be by a body of water. We might be inspired to sit amongst the trees, or in a beautiful view, or whatever, in a park, or whatever we might have access to that draws us. Nature feels important, but there's a sense here that the energy is starting to settle and is starting to anchor, or what I would call integrate, into our body and into our life. So what that means, integration or grounding means, it's like a leaf unpinning from the tree. So the leaf on the tree, and it unpins, and if we do it in slow motion, it will gently find its way down, depending on how windy it is, to the ground where it finds its position on the ground. This is what the energy does. So there's been so much new energy that's been going on, so much intense stuff that's been stirred up, so much about ourselves that's been revealed to us, even ugly, horrible parts of our personality have been revealed, that, you know, we've had big fish slaps, if you like, or big confrontations about who we are, or our personality, and things about ourselves and our life lately. So as we have these big realizations and all this new energy comes in, then we go through a period of integration or anchoring where that energy the new energy settles into place. It finds its position, if you like, in our body and in our life, so that we can start using it and working with those lessons that we've discovered and uncovered and that we now understand. So that might be part of what this time is, and these cards have come together, so they're connected in some way. But this time of contemplation, this time of reflection, this time of privacy, so that we can integrate and digest everything that we've been through recently, how we really feel about something, the path that we want to take now based on how we feel, and really anchoring that new energy, those new experiences, the new wisdoms that we've gained into our life, into our body, so that we can start using them in a practical day. This is the theme, Susie, the theme for Tuesday and Wednesday. So let's think about, we might not even need to think about, although we do have this card there, so we may need to think about, but we may just feel inspired to be in nature or to be in a quiet space, so that we can just assess from an objective standpoint, from if we could step back and look at the bigger picture, let's look at what we've been through. Let's look at our journey coming out the other side and how we can now work that into our life. How can we now use what we learned about our personality and those ugly kind of traits that reared their ugly head, if you like. I mean, those negative sort of traits that we may not have known that we possessed. Now that we know that and we've released it, how can we now learn from that and integrate a new part of our personality, a new part of our character, a new part of our life into our actual life experience? There's no point going through a lesson that's being revealed, realizing we have these negative traits as an example, and then not doing anything to change them. Then we're just going to be hit with the lesson again later. We have to be able to implement what we learn from what we discover. Otherwise, it's just going to come back. So what can we learn? How can we implement? How can we integrate and anchor what we've learned lately about ourselves and our life into our life so that we can make a real change and not just talk about it, not just say, well, we went through that lesson and not do anything to implement the change. We need to be able to implement it. And that's what Tuesday and Wednesday is about. And we may find that we have time to really digest and sit with that. So that's the long-winded. It feels long-winded. Feels like I've been here forever. No, it's only been 30 minutes. I guess that's not too long. But thank you. I trust that makes sense to you. Today I've used my Speed of Light Oracle cards. These have been completely created by me. If you're inspired by them or would like to start working with them, you can learn more about them or purchase a deck on my website at templeofbalance.com.au. I will play the singing bell to go. So when I've finished talking, I'll play the singing bell, just so that you know if you want to hang around. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the thumbs up button. Please show us some love. Please comment or share if you're inspired to, and if you want to connect more privately, just send us a message through our website. We've got our healing events for patrons coming up on Thursday. That's this Thursday, the 17th, in 2 days, will be our patron healing events. I think I've got about 27 or 28 people I'm connecting with individually. So this is the only time, except for if you're a Pillar of Light family member, this is the only time publicly that I will actually connect with people specifically for some healing time. So I've got 3 healing events on Thursday that will be taking place in my Temple of Balance closed group. So if you're one of those people, I really look forward to connecting with you on Thursday for our big healing day. If you would like to be a part of that, it's an exchange of $15 for the month. You can stop anytime, you can continue if you enjoy it. And that includes being a part of that healing event, but also being a Pillar of Light family member for the month. So it's pretty good value, I think. I feel that you get a lot of support if you're open to that. So if you resonate with my work and you'd like me to connect with you a little bit deeper, please have a look on my website under Family and look at the Patreon tab there, and that will take you over and you can check it out. So it's not too late to join if you're inspired to. If you're not, you can still participate. You don't have to be someone I'm connecting with. So that will be taking place Thursday. They will be, 3 of them. And oh yes, we'll be at the what's it called? The New Age Festival in Lenna Valley in Hobart in Tasmania. We'll be doing an expo this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. So the Saturday the 19th and Sunday the 20th. And I will be doing live spirit guide drawings. You can stop by and book a drawing there and then, or have one there and then if I'm not booked up. I'll also have all my card decks and books and crystals and some ceramics, and you can come and say hello and give me a hug if you're in the Hobart area. So that's Saturday and Sunday from 10 a.m. at the Lenna Valley Community Hall, which is just opposite the school, Lenna Valley Primary School, I think. If you're in the area, you will know. So if you're in the area, please stop by. If you're free, would love to meet you and say hello. So many people hover around in the background. I never get it. People tell me later, I saw you at the expo, and they didn't come and say hello, and I just don't understand it. I'm not that scary, I hope and trust. So please come and say hello if you are there. Or if you see me anywhere, please come and say hello. I'm not that scary, I don't think. If you want to learn more about the work that I do, please visit my website at templeofbalance.com.au. There's lots of stuff on there to explore if you're inspired by my work. That's all actually. Have a fantastic rest of your day or days to come, and I will do my best to be back to share with you on Thursday. So I'll chat with you again soon. Thank you. Sending you lots of love from my heart to yours. And I am going to play the singing bell. Namaste to you. So nice deep breath.